Hey everybody, Julie here from Mostly Caffeinated. I thought I would talk about my kids' gifts with you today. Simple gift giving even in big families. We do 3 or 4 gifts per child. Usually some of them are practical, some of them are educational, some of them are just for fun. We used to follow that little mantra of something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. But after a few years of that, we no longer need anything to wear or read. We have enough clothes and hundreds of books, and a lot of the relatives like to give those two kinds of things also. So I've pared it down to more general, something practical, something kind of educational, something fun, and maybe a 4th gift depending on the year. So for my family, I have 5 children. All the gifts fit right here. The stuff further up on the screen is just junk. That box is the end. And then, additionally, I decided to replace everyone's pillows this year, their bed pillows. But 7 pillows does not fit, on this countertop. So those are just in my bedroom. But I'm replacing everybody's pillows, that's one gift. And then everybody else has a little pile here. Let me start with not my kids. This is my husband's pile. I bought him a shower speaker because when he gives the littler kids their bath, he likes to play music in there. And he just takes his regular speaker, which is not waterproof, and sets it on the countertop. And I thought having one that won't get damaged in the bathroom would be good. We don't actually exchange gifts. I'll just put this in his stocking because we just buy whatever we need throughout the year. We don't worry about surprising each other on Christmas, but this was inexpensive. I'll put it in his stocking. And then these he bought. He has never bought Christmas gifts before. Sometimes he gives me ideas, but I do all the shopping. But he picked these up. They were on sale for Black Friday. He does not go Black Friday shopping. He just found these after or before. But these are his 2 favorite board games, Clue and Risk, but junior version, so he can play with our smaller children, because they're not ready for either one of those games for real yet. So, that's my husband's pile. Okay, we're going to go in age order. So my 1.5-year-old has only 2 gifts, because he's 1.5. He doesn't care to compare. The 3 middle kids do notice when they have more or less than each other, so I try to keep theirs the same number of gifts, but he doesn't mind. This box is a pair of red silicone tongs. Red is his favorite color. And he keeps taking my kitchen tongs, whether they're clean or dirty, and running around and picking up toys, grabbing hold of the door frames. He's just loving tongs. So instead of losing mine all over the house, or them being dirty, or them scratching up the walls, I got him silicone tipped tongs for his own that he can just have. And then, this is an abacus. He picked this up at the thrift store, actually. It's Melissa and Doug, but I only paid $2. Not that budget is a huge concern, but, I wanted to get him some kind of Montessori toy, but I didn't want something with pieces I had to pick up off the floor, because I am over pieces. And he found this and was totally enamored and wanted it. He did not throw a tantrum or anything. He just really desired it. And he played with it the whole time we were at the store. And then I secreted it away. And I'll surprise him with it again on Christmas. But there's no little pieces to pick up. It's kind of educational. It's Montessori. It's good for his brain. And it's fun. And it makes a clack, clack noise. And he obviously likes it because he picked it out himself. So that's all my 1.5-year-old's gifts. He'll have some, candy in his stocking. He's 1.5. He doesn't care. Okay. That sounded callous. He cares about many things. He has a personality. He's a lovely, round, whole human. But how many gifts he gets on Christmas is not concerning to him at the time. Okay, my 3-year-old daughter. She's been asking and asking and asking for jewelry. So I found this actually 3-year-old appropriate Disney princess jewelry set at Meijer. It was very inexpensive. It has a ring and a necklace, which is what she wanted. It's sparkly, it's pink, it has Ariel on it. It is everything she could ever ask for. This is this girl. She is pink and sparkly and princesses and hooah. She's not spoiled. That's just her taste in things. Those are the things she likes. And then another kind of for fun thing. Sorry, can I get this open? I should have had it open. If I were a real YouTuber, I would know that. She likes to play in her dollhouse with little figurines from movies that she knows. So I went to Goodwill and I bought 2 bags of little figurines. Took out all the ones she doesn't know or wouldn't want and redonated them and just kept the ones she does know and want. So there's a little Mario mushroom, a little Rescuers Down Under mouse, Tinkerbell and a bunch of her fairy friends because this girl loves her some fairies. There's some trolls. She loves trolls. There are a bunch of Moana figurines. She loves Moana. A Charlie Brown. This little panda guy. I think this is Biggie from Trolls. Yep. So she will play with those in her dollhouse, and I bought this box for them to fit in. Ooh, there we go. Okay. And then her practical gift is a robe and slippers. I got all my kids, except the baby, a robe and slippers. So, of course, unicorn Pegasus sparkly rainbow slippers for her, and a pink robe with rainbows. Slippers are from Marshall's. Robe is from JCPenney's. Okay. Moving up in age. Next kid is 6. I had to walk around. Don't mind the carpet cleaner. Okay, for my 6-year-old, he wanted a Spider-Man web shooter. He wanted the silly string one, and I told him, we had a very adult conversation about how I thought that would be very messy. It would stick to the walls and the ceilings. It would stain. And that's true. I have actually heard of that happening. And he agreed with me that that probably wasn't the best idea. And so we shopped online together for something that did what he wanted. He wanted to shoot something. So this shoots little rubber discs. He said this one was good. He wanted this one. Great. I bought it, put it away for Christmas. Fantastic. Okay. His board game is not really educational. It's whack-a-mole. But he loves whack-a-mole at arcades, and there's no little pieces. And he likes to hit things. This is his personality. So, there it is. And a robe and slippers. His slippers are from Target. His robe is also from JCPenney. I tried to get kind of like jersey robes. I didn't want those real fluffy, fuzzy, fleecy ones that turn all chunky when you wash them. Because I'm going to have to wash them a lot because they're children. So I went with kind of a jersey material. His robe and slippers doesn't match because I could not get ones that matched, and he doesn't care about matching. That's his personality. My 8-year-old wanted one of those air bazookas. I don't know if you know what those are. It's a big plastic circle with a handle, and it has kind of a membrane and a rubber band, and you pull back, and it poofs out air. It's hard to describe, but you can actually feel like a ball of air hitting you. So it's, non-destructive. It's not actually hurting anything, and it doesn't have small pieces. I don't know where he learned about these. I know about them. We learned about them in college. But he somehow knew this was existing, and he wanted it, and I bought it. It wasn't very expensive. So, there we go. And then his board game / educational thing is solitaire chess. This was new to me. It says ages 12 to adult, but he learned to play chess at kindergarten at school, so I think he can handle this. And it's sort of like that parking lot game where it gives you scenarios, it tells you how to set up pieces, and then you have to try to get out. So it will tell you ways to set up the chess pieces, and then using only the moves that the chess pieces are allowed to move, you have to clear the board. He can play this by himself, so when he doesn't feel like playing with his little brothers or sisters, he doesn't have to. A lot of board games you need 2 people, and he's 8. He's getting to the age where he doesn't always want to play with the little ones and be patient. So this is something he can do on his own. And then his robe and slippers do match, even though the slippers are from Target and the robe is from JCPenney, because his personality is that he cares about matching. The slippers are the same size because the boys wear the same size shoes. I did buy everyone's slippers one size up, so they can wear them for probably 2 years. And their robes, I think 2 sizes up, so they can wear them a long time. You can't size 2 sizes up in slippers, or you'll trip. My 17-year-old, he's the only one this year that got a book. I bought him a manga book. I don't remember the name of it. Kaiju or Kauji or something like that. I heard from my librarian friends that this is the upcoming manga series. There's only 1 volume out right now, but apparently it's going to be the next big thing. And it doesn't have any explicit content, which is important to me when I'm buying something for my teenager. I don't censor books for my children. Like, I don't say you can't read that when he's 17 and, in 1 year he'll be able to do whatever he wants and I won't be able to tell him not to. I want him to, practice making good decisions, but I'm not going to gift him from me, his mother, something with explicit content. And this one doesn't have any. I read it before I wrapped it. So, a manga for him. He likes manga and anime and that that type of thing, that genre of stuff, tabletop games, all that stuff. This is his, it's not a toy, it's a musical instrument. I bought him one of these steel-tongue drums that I've been seeing on the internet. They're those circles, comes with a little drumstick, and there's different notes placed around the circle. It's very kind of calming sounding. I'm not sure where they originated. There's some sort of, I mean, this one's made in China. But it's an Asian instrument. I hear them often, like, in conjunction with yoga or meditation. I don't know if they're maybe Tibetan or something like that, but they make a very beautiful sound, a very calming sound. And he enjoys music and musical instruments. He plays a little piano. He likes to play harmonica. He likes to sing. He has a ukulele that he plays around with. But he's not super, super musical. So I like to get him musical gifts where you can't really do it wrong. You know, all the notes go together. It makes a lovely sound, kind of no matter what you do. No matter what pattern you play, no matter what song you try to play, it makes a lovely sound. And I thought, this is just the kind of thing he likes. He hasn't asked me for one of these, but when I've bought him a musical instrument in the past, it's never been the wrong thing. He has always enjoyed them. He likes to play around with them in his free time. So that's his for fun gift. And then here's his robe. It's just black, also from JCPenney. Not very exciting. And his slippers, I already wrapped. But I spent more on his slippers. The kids got like $12 deer foams. I bought Uggs for him, not the boots. Ugg makes normal things too. But they're Ugg, the suede and shearling, but they're like a moccasin style slipper. They're actually kind of like the little boys ones, but they're suede. And these were kind of pricey, but his feet haven't grown in like 2 years, so I'm pretty sure he's going to stay the size he is. They're a hard sole, and he's nearly an adult. Adult slippers are meant to last a long time. You run to get the mail in them, you take the dog out in them, you go to your basement in them, you wear them into the garage. So I figured these are the slippers. These are, the slippers that he'll be running out in the front yard in when he's 25. So I invested in his slippers. And last but not least, my doggie. Can you hear her snoring over there? You're going to see Messy House. But she's snoring over there in the corner. She's 12 years old. She's an old lady. She loves squeaky, crispy type chew toys. So I got her these ones. They're full of squeakers and crunches. What will happen is she will get extremely excited about them on Christmas. She will chew on them really intensely for about an hour. And then she will have ripped off little pieces and they will no longer be safe for her. And then we'll have to take them away. But she will have had an hour of great fun. And for an old lady dog, an hour of great fun is worth it. They're kind of considered consumables. So that's what I bought all my kids, plus a pillow. Some things that are practical, things that don't drive me nuts with clutter, things that are, developmentally appropriate. They might be educational. They're good for their brain, not screens, not flashing lights and batteries. They get a lot of flash and lights and batteries from their other extended family, from aunts and uncles and grandmas. And I don't try to stop that, really. I demonstrate the kinds of things I like to buy my children. I try to provide ideas. But I'm not going to crush some relative's desire to show love to my children. We just try to only get out a few of those kind of toys at a time. We rotate them. Those are the kind that don't get kept for years and years. They end up being donated in a year or two. But I let my relatives express their love to my children that way on Christmas if that's what they choose to do. And I just try to keep it simple and practical. We open our gifts at home before they go to any other Christmas celebrations. So they're not like disappointed in their practical gifts or their small number of gifts because they haven't gotten the major overload yet. That comes the day after. So we do our quiet, simple Christmas. And I've never had them complain or say, why don't I get more things? Or why aren't any of these the cool toys I've seen on TV? Because I try really hard to choose things that they will like and appreciate. and that are good for them and that work with our family dynamic and our household dynamic. And so far, so good. We've been doing it this way for 7 years since our oldest had his first Christmas. And, well, our first child. Our 17-year-old is adopted, so our 8-year-old was our first child we bought Christmas gifts for. But we've been doing it this way that whole time, and so far it's been working. If it doesn't, I'll change it. But for now, we're good. I'll do a separate video to show you our stocking stuffers. Have a very Merry Christmas. Remember that it's not about what you give or get. It's about love and family and Jesus born for us. And our gifts are just an outpouring of that to each other. I'll see you later.